What's up, everybody? You're very welcome along to Mundo Sporto for today's Champions League watch-along. Real Madrid taking on Atalanta. I looked across, seen it white, and I was like, oh, it's Juventus. No, it's Real Madrid taking on Atalanta in the second leg. Obviously, Real Madrid with a slender lead. No, Juventus. Real Madrid, I'm giving up. I give up at this. I'm no good at this. Time to pack it all up. Just throw it in. I'm so stressed today. I've been going too quickly. Excuse me. Obviously, it's Real Madrid against Atalanta. Real Madrid with that slender 1-0 lead from the first leg. I'll go to the start 11s in a second. I really should have just started this off differently, shouldn't I? I've absolutely made a hames of it. But there we go. We move on. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Great to see you with us as well. I hope that you're all doing well. And thank you to everyone for coming in, and please do download the OneFootball app. As you can see, there is a link at the top of the description. Today's watch along is of course being brought to you in association with our friends at the best football app out there in the business, bar none, the OneFootball app. We had a chat with the guys in the OneFootball app earlier. Some really exciting new stuff on the way as well. If you're on an iPhone, which you should be, let's be honest, there's also the cool augmented reality option that you have, where you can put it, let's say, down on the floor, and you can look at starting 11s, tap on a player, bring up statistics. So many cool features on what is an entirely free app. We wouldn't be able to do these watch-alongs without the support of the good folks at the OneFootball app. So if you haven't yet downloaded the app, please do use the link pinned to the top of the chat or in the description of the stream. It lets them know that we sent you over. And again, we're going to be using this moving forward for news shows and stuff like that. It is the best football app out there on the market, bar none. If you haven't given it a bash, well, I promise you, I used to use an inferior app. Once I got onto the OneFootball app, it was game over. They are the best out there in the business. And again, we wouldn't be able to do what we do without the good folks at the OneFootball app. So much stuff to get through. How are we? How do we think this one's going to go, by the way? Kieran said, hi Craig, love the chair, must be a Liverpool fan. Oh, I absolutely am, mate. Yes, 100% a Liverpool fan. Okay, Mark, relax. There's no need to be so... I don't know, chill, man, chill. I think our mods need to chill a little bit from time to time. We'll just let stuff go. It's alright. We don't need to be so in people's face. And as always, if anybody has any questions around stuff with regards to anything mod related, then Kate is the chief moderator here on Mundo Sporto. So any questions, put to Kate. Michael's going to go Atalanta 1, Real Madrid 1. It's this one's in Madrid are the home side for this one, mate. But they do have that slender 1-goal lead after the first leg as well. I will, of course, take you through the lineups in one moment as well, ladies and gents, just to see how both teams are going to line up. Thibaut Courtois starts in goal for Real Madrid. Then it's Rafael Varane, Ramos, Fernandes, Lucas Vazquez, Modric, Valverde, Cruz and Mondi. Then it's Karim Benzema and Vinicius Jr. up front. For Atalanta, it's Sportiello, is that his name? Toloi, Romero, Jim Citi, Mejejo, Darum, Pasalic, Gossens, Pacina, Muriel, and Malinovsky. I'm not going over them again. I can promise you that one. There's names there that Craig is just not meant to pronounce. Interesting, actually. I'm just looking through the subs. Yeah, Zapata is on the bench for Atalanta. I would have thought they might have gone with him to start today, but there you go. Who do you want Liverpool to get in the last day? You won't believe my answer when I give it to you. And we recorded the Anfield Agenda podcast earlier on, and sorry, Connor's just sent me something here. We recorded the Anfield Agenda podcast earlier on, and I want us to get Bayern Munich, by the way. I know that sounds mad, and I know that they're probably one of the most dangerous teams left in it, and they're the reigning champions, but I just love to see our guys pit themselves against the best that there is out there at the minute. So yeah, so look, here we go. Here's the teams anyway. Thanks to Connor for sending this over. Again, thanks to the folks at the OneFootball app as well. Both sides starting 11s are there on the screen for you now. If you're going to download the OneFootball app, if you haven't done so already, then please make sure to do so in the link pinned to the top of the chat or in the description of the stream. We wouldn't be here without the guys at the OneFootball app. They are both teams starting 11 for today's games. Again, thank you to Connor for being so quick and getting that over to me as well. You wouldn't believe what a crazy busy day it's been for us, folks. But again, Connor pulling it out of the bag as he always does. So thank you to Mr. Crosby. Again, if you are enjoying it, hit the subscribe button, drop a like on the video. What, 3-4 minutes away from kickoff here. Both teams are in the tunnel, and we'll be out onto the pitch momentarily. Just 1 second. I'm just going through a few little last minute checks here at my end. Right, this game taking place where Madrid have been playing all the games this season. Basically, their training stadium, the Alfredo Di Stefano Stadium, because it's obviously behind closed doors, and that's where Madrid have been playing all of the home games. So right, let's make sure we've got everything to go with the clock and all, because I forgot the clock at the start of the second half yesterday. It is, you wouldn't believe what a hectic first or few days it's been, honestly. Again, Messi's lighting up like a Christmas tree. Right, predictions. I can't look. Atalanta are good on their day. They play some good football, but I just can't see them getting through Real Madrid, with Madrid already having that away goal in the bag as well. But you know, we could be in for a treat here today. This could be just an all-out attack fest. Let's hope it is. What's my prediction? Do you know, I'm going to go like a 3-2. Or, you know, not an aggregate, I mean on the night, to Real Madrid. I just feel this game is going to have goals in it, because Atalanta, they're a side on the Gasperini that likes to come and attack. Loads of predictions coming in. 2-1 Atalanta prediction from RSH. Elevator Kid 2-1. Bayern gone 2-1 as well. 1-0 to the ref. Whoop whoop, said who let the ox out. How are you, mate? Welcome in. Again, tomorrow I'll be doing the Atleti Chelsea game, or the Chelsea Atleti game as well, here on Mundo Sporto, and we'll have lots of stuff coming up on the channel over the course of the week ahead. Obviously Liverpool, I'm a Liverpool fan, so Anfield Agenda's going to have news shows and stuff, but the Reds aren't in action for 3 weeks, so we'll be keeping you up to date here on Mundo Sporto with the FA Cup games, Champions League games, Europa League games, all that type of stuff. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, you've got notifications turned on, and of course, as I said before, make sure that you have downloaded the OneFootball app. It is entirely free. It's the best app in the business. There's a link at the top of the chat. There's a link in the description as well. Get over, download the app. Lots of cool features on there. League tables, video, everything that you need. It's the best football app out there, bar none. And again, please do keep your score predictions coming in, ladies and gents. TTV Club, I generally think it'll be 0-0. I don't know, man. Under the way Atalanta play, I don't know. I can't see this being 0-0. George said I'd like Atalanta to win, but don't think they will, if I'm being honest. I mean, I appreciate your honesty, man. Muzamil reckons that Atalanta will do a mad one. I mean, it would be crazy, mate. And look, let's wait and see what happens. It's set for an intriguing game. I'm looking forward to watching it. I mean, I'm covering for Jack on this one because something popped up and I had to jump in at the last minute, but I would have been watching it one way or the other, so it's all good. Right, get that clock ready to go, Craig. Right, coin toss has been done. We are almost about to get underway here. One more quick time before we do get underway. Here are the starting 11s for both sides, if anybody wants to have a quick look at them. There's not a hope. I'm going to try and pronounce some of those players' names again, particularly on the Atalanta side, because I butcher so many names that it's not even funny. My pronunciation is horrendous of so many things, so there you go. But yeah, look, that's the 11s that are going to start the game for both teams. Obviously, Karim Benzema in great goal scoring form this season, because he is just a goal scoring machine. Atalanta about to kick us off and get us underway, folks. I will take you through the game as best I can, keep you up to date with what's going on. Real Madrid playing from left to right in the first half, and it will be Atalanta that kick off and get us underway. By the way, great news to hear that Rui Patricio was alert and speaking after the game yesterday. I was genuinely very concerned about him, so great to hear that that he's going to be okay. Right, the ref's just waiting for the go-ahead from the sidelines here now. He's got that go-ahead. They will be underway momentarily. I love the way they have to wait for the TV companies. This always does make me laugh, so they can come back from their ad breaks. Right, folks, we're underway. Here we go. Immediately, Atalanta do the decent thing and launch the ball long, but Sergio Ramos gets his head on it and knocks it forward. Atalanta will see that out, and it'll be a throw into them about 10 yards inside their own half. Throw in taken again. It's poor control, if I'm being honest, and allows Real Madrid to win the ball back far too easily. Toni Kroos knocks it back. Sorry, folks, I just need to get something up here on my phone. There we go. Varane now. I'm so shocked, by the way, to talk that Varane could be available for sale in the summer. He plays it back to Thibaut Courtois now, who takes a touch, looks up, launches it forward. Ball moved out left-hand side now by Atalanta. I'd be astonished, by the way, if Atalanta don't score in this game. I don't know why, but they're such an attacking team that, you know, the onus is on them here. They've conceded the away goal already in the first leg, so they'll want to go and get that goal no matter what. So let's see what happens. I'm intrigued. Foul there on, I'm not sure who it was. It was a foul by an Atalanta player actually out on that left-hand side. It will be, yeah, it was a definite foul. It'll be a free kick to Real Madrid just inside their own half, left-hand side. Just that. I like a bit of those, you know, those early challenges, let them know you're there kind of thing. Loads of talk this week, by the way. I'm not sure if you've seen it. Even Zidane's been speaking about the possibility of Ronaldo going back to Real. Modric now rolls the ball across. Rafa Varane. It's intercepted though. Atalanta roll the ball inside. Muriel loses out, but they've won it back. Just inside the Real half left-hand side. Ball up in field, a little knock around the corner. Lucas Muriel gets there. Plays the ball in. Strike. That could have easily been 1-0. It was a lovely ball and probably should have been finished. The strike from the Atalanta player was straight at Thibaut Courtois, and again it came from good work down the left-hand side by Lucas Muriel. And you've got to say that should have been 1-0. That should have been 1-0 to Atalanta. Modric, ball around the corner. Free kick to Real Madrid, foul there. Again, we're back on the way. Or are they showing us this replay of the attack earlier on? Yeah, they're showing us the replay, the Lucas Muriel cross. Again, it should have been 1-0. Like, how should have done better with that? Ball in field now. Atalanta have it centre of the pitch. Oh, he's brought down. That'll be a free kick. It's been a lot of little cheap free kicks given away so far, haven't there? Sorry, folks. I really apologise. This is just a genuinely important message I have to write. Atalanta on the attack again. Ball in looking for Lucas Muriel. Doesn't come into anything, and Atalanta have it back. They work it out right hand side. Again, I love the way they play football. I love the way Gasperini sets his side up. Like, they just go for it, and I do love a side with guts. Yeah, sometimes, you know, you get it where you get your ass handed to you because you've been caught in the counter attack or whatever, but I know from when Liverpool have played against Atalanta, they're no mugs. They're a decent side. Modric now feeds the ball into that right hand channel, looking for the break of Vinicius, but nope, didn't work out. Didn't come off. What do we make of Vinicius Junior, by the way, as a player, folks? Do you think he'll get to the top level? I mean, he's playing for Real Madrid, so you could easily say to me, Craig, he's already at the top level, you fool. But they do have a lot of players there, Real Madrid, that need to, probably be moved on age-wise or getting on in years, like the Toni Kroos, the Luka Modric's, Sergio Ramos, and a few others. Real Madrid didn't quite keep that in play. That'll be a throw into Atalanta left-hand side. He's quite good. Mid-table mediocrity, said Bossman. I don't know if that's in relation to him, me, or Liverpool, or whatever. Vinicius Junior is a top player, said RSH. 185 Bell said he will. He's just a late bloomer. Fair. We'll wait and see. There is a lot of time where some players are overhyped from a younger age, and it can be detrimental to them as well. Real Madrid have won it back now with Mendy left-hand side. Goes back, Thibaut Courtois puts his left boot through it and launches it long. Goes all the way through though, sporty yellow down the other end, and he just rolls it out to a centre-back. I gotta admit, like, if I always call things honestly and down the middle on Mundo Sporto, and I will, but me being somebody that's more of a Barca man, I wouldn't mind seeing Madrid knocked out, I've got to be honest, but they won't. I'm sure they'll go through. How was that not a free kick, by the way, referee? Madrid player clearly blocked off there on the edge of the box, and they should have had a free kick. Again, referee lets it go. Some strange refereeing decisions in Europe over the past few weeks. Again, Atalanta in possession, spreading the ball around at the back. Again, Lucas Muriel. Another player who was touted very highly for a while, but finally found the club there. He was at Sevilla, I think, beforehand as well, but doing really well at Atalanta. Ball out left-hand side now. Little 1-2. Kroos. Luka Modric has it now. He carries the ball forward a few yards, looks out right hand side, has options. Vinicius Junior knocks it back to Rafa Varane. Modric turns back inside, switches to play across left hand side. That's a nice ball from him. Mondi tries to play it round, but it's intercepted, but it'll be coming straight back at them as Toni Kroos picks the ball back up. Luka Modric. Little flick around the corner now, bit of space. It's patient stuff from Madrid. They're moving it side to side. If they don't see the gaps, they're trying to switch it back across and drag Atalanta out of shape. Varane now tries a little ball into the corner looking for Vinicius Junior. He can't quite bring it under control, and that will go out for a goal kick to Atalanta. Keep me up to date, folks, by the way, with what's going on in the other game, will you please? The Manchester City Borussia Mönchengladbach game. We didn't choose to do that game because it seems a formality really that City will go through. Goal kick launch long here by the Atalanta keeper. Again, good pressure on from Real Madrid, forces the ball back. Just got to turn my camera off for like 1 second, folks. Sorry, I just have to do something here that I have to reach to grab something. I don't mean what you think, but just give me 2 seconds. Apologies. I just had to grab a wire and move it, and it wouldn't have looked great me leaning forward to do it. Apologies. Ball down the left-hand channel now. Atalanta again looking up Lucas Muriel as an option, but he cuts inside. Oh, he turns him inside out. I love it. Love a bit of that. And the Real Madrid eventually put it out. I love a bit of that. Turns him one way, then says, nah, I'm going to turn you the other way as well, mate. And turns back inside. Again, Atalanta in possession, centre of the park. I got a delivery, by the way, today of my favourite sweets. I don't know if anybody will remember Marabou chocolates, but there's somewhere that used to be around all the time when I was younger in every shop, and now over in Ireland you could only really get them in IKEA, and I don't live anywhere near an IKEA, so I ordered them off Amazon from Sweden, and 16 packets of them, and they arrived today, and I'm telling you, I'm so looking forward to one of those later on tonight. If you haven't had Marabou, give them a shot at some point. I mean, they're not up there with the Kyo's Crisps level of world domination, but they're a damn fine chocolate, and anybody who lives in like Denmark, Sweden, probably able to get them much easier than us. Again, Real Madrid throw in now, right hand side, just inside their own half. Marabou, mate, they're a chocolate sweet. I think if I picture them on my phone, but just Google them. There you go. Are Kyo's crisps good? They are. Think of God in crisp form, Michael. That's what they are. Kyo's cheese and onion crisps are the nicest crisps the world has ever seen, bar none. They are. The amount of money I've spent, like, obviously, look at me, on Kyo's crisps, man, I love them. To say I'm an addict is probably fair. To say I'm a Kyo's crisp addict. Right, ball back with Thibaut Courtois. Norwegian Freya is better. Feel free to send me some over, man, and prove me wrong. Ball back now with Sportiello. He's looking up for options, goes back out to his left back. Tato are nice. I'm not going to knock Tato, but they're no Kyo's cheese and onion. I mean, Kyo's are more expensive, but you get what you pay for. Atalanta now carrying the ball out. Pressure comes in carrying Benzema. They move it out left side. Again, two Real Madrid players there, but Atalanta play nice knee football, get around the corner. Lucas Muriel rolls the ball in. Last ditch challenge there from Sergio Ramos, and that goes behind. It'll be an Atalanta corner, left hand side. 1 second, I think I have. Corner now coming in. Ball in. It's cleared away by Sergio Ramos. Second ball's pitched back to the far post. That'll be overhit and that'll go. Oh no, will he keep it in? They have kept it in play. Actually, it'll be a free kick to Atalanta right hand side. Let's see. De Bruyne has put Manchester City 1-0 up in that game. So that's 3-0 on aggregate now. You can say that that's pretty much finished, by the way. There's no way that Borussia Mönchengladbach are coming back from that. Corner in. Oh, player down. Appeals from the Atalanta players. Referee's unmoved. Meanwhile, we carry on. It's hard to say on first impression whether he was impeded or whether he just kicked a Real Madrid player, but I'm sure we'll get a look at the replay now in a second. Ball played in down the left-hand side again by Atalanta. They've started brightly here. You've got to give them credit. They're not showing too much respect to Madrid. Again, they move the ball into the left-hand channel. Can they keep this up though, this momentum, this level of pressure? You know a club as good as Madrid will have their moments. Ball goes out anyway for another Atalanta corner. Let's have a look at this one. Nah, there's nothing in that. No way that was a penalty incident. Nah, it's just as I suspected. He kicked the Madrid player. You're never going to get a penalty for that. So, spot on decision there. But it is a corner to Atalanta left hand side. Cross in. Breaks again. Few ricochet strike. Oh, again, he should have made a better connection. Atalanta player from the edge of the 18-yard box caught it on the volley, but couldn't keep his foot over the ball, and it flies over Thibaut Courtois' crossbar. Again, it was a good touch. It was then blocked by, I think, Toni Kroos. Ball came back to him again. To be fair, it was a little bit behind him, so it was hard to control the shot. I was looking for the picture of the Marabou sweets cake. That's why I look like a statue. Just so I can actually show you guys I wasn't lying. Look, there. That was my delivery of them that arrived today. As promised, like, oh, I'm not lying. I did get a delivery of them. Also got my delivery from CBD today, of New Hem CBD. Do love their products as well. I am a proud ambassador for New Hem CBD. I do it entirely for free, but it's something that's helped me with my aches and pains and stuff massively as well. So if you're ever thinking of giving it a try, newhemp.co.uk is the way to go. Atalanta again on the attack. They've started so brightly, so full of confidence. Real Madrid have nicked it back. Kroos now plays it out right hand side. Valverde back in. Toni Kroos moves it out to Luka Modric. Modric back inside to Kroos. Little 1-2 again to Valverde, who switches it out right hand side to Rafael Varane. What are the benefits of New Hemp? It varies from person to person, and look, they'll be the first to tell you CBD oil won't work on everybody. For me, it helps with anxiety, it helps with sleep, and it helps with inflammation, particularly in my jaw, which I'm supposed to have my jaw broken and reset, but I've been putting it off for years because I can't go through with that pain of a reset jaw. But yeah, it's helped me massively. My wife takes it as well, probably just to put up with me, to be honest with you. Now Madrid on the attack, ball inside. Benzema, he drops deep, gives it back to Toni Kroos. Kroos works it out left hand side. Mondi now. Ball back again. Madrid starting to push forward a bit more. It's been, as I said, a very bright first 15-16 minutes from Atalanta, but they should be 1-0 up. Chance missed in the opening minutes. It was a lovely ball in left hand side from Lucas Muriel, but the shot was fired straight at Thibaut Courtois. Good bit of skill now down the left hand side. Chance for Madrid. Ball's crossed in deep to the far post. It's headed away. Good last ditch defending, but Madrid will keep it in right in the corner flag. Lucas Vazquez puts the ball in. It's headed away again by Atalanta. Kroos fires a shot. It's blocked. Kroos goes back. Ramos now flicks it out left hand side. It's intercepted and it'll be a Real Madrid throw in. Do I like Juventus? I like their jerseys. I often buy the shirts, mate, because I like the shirts. Kate said CBD doing great for me, swigging the stuff. It's doing great for me as well, Kate. It's part of my daily routine and my wife's daily routine at this point as well. And yeah, by the way, I don't ever mention this, but if you are on the site, we do have a discount code. It's WFM20. But often they have, I'll be honest with you, often they have some great deals on there that are better than our discount code. So, you know, do have a look, and they're always happy to answer any questions on social media. But look, it all pales in comparison to the One Football app, folks, doesn't it? The best app in the business. Bit of pressure there on Thibaut Courtois, and he's forced to put the ball out for a throw into Atalanta left-hand side. 2-0 City now. Well, that's done and dusted, isn't it? Gundogan with the goal. He's having some season, isn't he? Gundogan. Folks, if you are enjoying the stream here on Mundo Sporto, please do hit that subscribe button and drop a like on the video as well. Lucas Muriel in possession here now. Ball back inside. Valverde's won it back for Madrid. They move it across to Benzema. Benzema down the left channel. Back to Karim Benzema. Again, lovely little interplay. Benzema now gets a strike. The angle was against him when it was blocked. Now it's Atalanta's turn, but no, it's been won back in midfield by Toni Kroos. No, he's been dispossessed. It's all action, this, folks. I mean, don't let the scoreline fool you. It's end-to-end stuff. Rafa Varane now. Luka Modric. Centre of the pitch, right-hand side. How can you be centre of the pitch, right-hand side? I don't know, you just can. So don't ask. Rafael Varane now. Slows it down a little bit for a second. Toni Kroos. Out left-hand side. 20 minutes gone here. Still scoreless. At the Alfredo Di Stefano Stadium. I love it. Loads. There's real challenges going in here, like real proper challenges. And they're good, clean ones as well. Let's hit the like button, guys. And I can't figure out the last 4 letters there, gents. Sorry, mate. It's confusing to me. I can't see them. I said it there. And thank you for the super chat, mate. Very kind of you. Cruz to Benzema. Benzema now. Again, sloppy pass from him. It's intercepted and Atalanta get a chance to break. They go down this right hand side, turn back infield because Mondi got back into position. I tell you, if Atalanta score the first goal in this game, it's going to be very interesting how both sides approach it. Great Origi out of 10. He's definitely something out of 10. Definitely. Do you like the way I sat on the fence there? I'm good at that. Lucas Muriel, he has a strike, it's blocked. Ball drops out left hand side. Madrid trying to shepherd this behind for a goal kick, which they do. Referee agrees. Atalanta player tried to claim it came off a Real Madrid player, but it didn't. Long ball, long diagonal ball, looking for a run down that left side. That was a nice ball, a good bit of control, but good tracking back by Luka Modric. Varane switches the ball across left hand side. Modric, Benzema. Ball back inside. Cruz. What do we make of Toni Kroos, by the way, folks? Is he done at the top level, or do you think he still has a few years left? And no doubt the lad's a quality footballer, like, but is he showing signs of weariness and age? Mendy now, back inside. Again, that's a lovely ball played through, but the layoff, looking for the run from Real Madrid there, just wasn't quite on it. It's back now at Luka Modric. Ooh, crunch and tackle again. I do love me a good crunch and tackle. Ball out left hand side to Mendy now. Pressure from Atalanta forces Madrid back. Quarter of the game gone, still scoreless. He's class. Hello, Uraj, how are you, mate? Kroos has another few years left in him as a top player. No, Toni Kroos, nobody talks about him. You said you can't handle pain, but you've got so many tattoos. I never said I can't handle pain. I said I can't handle having my jaw broken and reset, mate. There's a difference between a bit of tattoo pain and the pain of a broken jaw waiting to be reset, mate. I mean, that's different level stuff. Like, you'll probably know from dental pain yourself. I mean, there's no way I'd be putting up with that for weeks on end. I couldn't. No problem with a bit of pain, though. Ball goes out. It'll be a throw in left hand side here to Atalanta. Plus, tattoos aren't that painful. I actually find them quite almost like, I won't say relaxing, but you kind of not go into a trance. But I almost find them. I get clear headed and get a chance to almost meditate if I'm getting a tattoo done. And that probably sounds weird. How did that happen? It's just the wear and tear of my jaw, mate. It's I think it's called a second or a third class bite. My front teeth and my bottom teeth basically just come down and grind each other, and it's put wear and tear here and the joints, and dried out the joints here in my jaw. So it needs to be yeah. Unfortunately, we've tried other options, we've looked at them, but it looks like the only realistic option would be to break the jaw and reset it, and it doesn't sound too appealing, that does it? I mean, as you know from yourself, anyone with that type of issues, it leads to headaches and constantly going around with like a 3 out of 10 pain that's just a little bit draining, but not enough to take painkillers. Or if you have a toothache, I'm one of them people that I'll have a toothache, it'll go away, I won't get that done, hoping it doesn't come back again. Just pure ignorance, just pure stupidity. Atalanta again. The ref's letting a lot go here. I'm liking this. Atalanta try a little 1-2. It's intercepted now, and Real Madrid go on the attack. Ball out left hand side. Benzema's there. Vinicius Jr. Little scoopy dink behind. Little 1-2. Keeper's on his backside and he couldn't find the finish. Everything about that goal would have been magnificent. He should have found the finish. Oh, you gotta say, Vinicius Jr., what were you doing there, fella? The interplay between himself and Karim Benzema was nothing short of sexy. And then, keeper was on his arse and he just couldn't find the finish. It was a beautiful counter-attack move. Ball into the left channel to Vinicius Jr. He runs at the Atalanta defence. Slips a ball into Benzema, who returns it to him. Why take the touch, man? Just shoot first time. Keeper was already on his backside. So it's still 0-0. Referee brings us back for a foul here by a Madrid player on the Atalanta player. I actually thought it looked more of a high foot from the Atalanta player than anything else. Hey Craig, huge fan of everything you're doing here. Over the moon with your news that you'll be staying with the channel, top man. Thank you, mate. I'm as over the moon as you are. Trust me. I'm so happy that I'm going to be able to carry on both channels. And look, it'll get to a point hopefully down the line where I can draw a wage from it. But until then, I'll continue doing it as a hobby and to have a bit of fun. Is it weird like injections? What, a tattoo? No, it's more like a burning scratch. It's different in the different needles. So the outline needle's a bit more sharp, obviously. It's a bit more painful for me, I find, when you're doing the outline of the tattoo, but then when they're doing the colouring in and the shading part, that needle for me, your skin is numbed up a bit by that point and it's never as bad. Oh, that's good work by Benzema in this right channel to keep possession. Ball back in field now. Mendy looking for support. Turns back in. Luka Modric now. Again, you forget how finely poised this tie is. Like one away goal here for Atalanta and it could be a long night. Madrid have turned it over now. They have it left hand side with Luka Modric. He rolls it down to Vinicius Jr. Ghost past the player into the penalty area. Loses his footing and it'll go behind for a goal kick. I think he's trying to half-heartedly appeal for a penalty, but I don't think you're getting a penalty for that, to be honest with you. Let's have another look at the replay. Goes past the player, loads of pace. Nah, I'm sorry. Nothing in there for a penalty for me. Oh yeah, the wipe. The spray. Oh, Sean, that spray, man. The stinging immediately. I know where you're coming from. That cleaning it down to just make sure. Oh, man, I can feel that sting right now. Varane now. Goes back to Thibaut Courtois. Real Madrid are a home, mate, in this one. Real Madrid, George, are the home side. Courtois plays the ball forward into midfield. Little flick round. Valverde now. breaks, got options left and right, goes out left hand side to Mendy. He rolls the ball across to Kroos. Kroos goes out right hand side. Lovely outside of the foot pass, but it's headed away. Atalanta win the second ball as well. If they get a chance now to counter attack. Nope, Luka Modric does well, gets back there, snuffs out the danger, plays it back to Sergio Ramos. Do I rate any Italian teams? I don't watch it as much Serie A as I used to. Inter obviously having a cracking season at the minute, aren't they? It's weird how there was two teams this year who were set up to go and win 10 in a row, Juventus and Celtic, and both have, well, Juventus yet to be stopped. We know that Rangers have obviously stopped Celtics 10 in a row, but it looks like Inter will potentially stop Juventus's 10 in a row. So I don't watch much Italian football. I find a lot of the time that very little happens until the last 10 minutes of games in Italy, and then sometimes madness breaks out. From what I've watched anyway. Again, not claiming to have watched an awful lot of it though. Benzema. Back out to Modric. Modric left hand side, little 1-2. Nice little outside of the foot pass. Again, nice and neat play by Real Madrid, but they're still forced backwards from the Atalanta press. Sergio Ramos now. Back out to Luka Modric. Again, good stuff, but the pressure from Atalanta keeps forcing Madrid back. For those coming in late, by the way, just a reminder that it's 2-0 on the night to Man City in that other game. Can't remember who scored the first one, but I know Gundogan scored the second one. Out of Chelsea, Man City, United and Tottenham, Arsenal, who's your favourite top 6 club? I don't have one. Liverpool are my club. I don't give a shite about any of the rest of them after that, Jade, my man. Don't mean that to be rude, but, I'm a Liverpool fan. I don't have another favourite club in England. De Bruyne scored the first one. Thank you, Will. Appreciate that. I should have known that as well, mate. Yeah, good show. Again, folks, please do hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying the stream. As you can see, we're only going since December and we've gone past 15,500 subscribers now, but it's only because of your amazing support. So please do hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the stream as well, and don't forget, download the new OneFootball app from the link pinned to the top of the chat or in the description of the stream. OneFootball are the sponsor of today's Watch Along, and we wouldn't be here doing it without them, so can't praise the guys enough. We had a call with the guys from OneFootball today. Looking forward to doing more stuff with them going forward. And again, for a free app, it is a whole lot of app. Everything you need in one amazing app. All your football needs covered. Oh, intercepted by Modric here. Modric squares it across. Benzema, and it's 1-0 to Real Madrid. And it comes from an absolute howler from Atalanta. And there he is, Karim Benzema, to slot it in. Luka Modric came in, timed the pass perfectly, rolled it across left-hand side, and it was fairly easy for somebody of the class of Karim Benzema to just side foot that into the net. And it comes from an absolute howler from Atalanta, giving the ball away needlessly. They will be kicking themselves for that one. Have I had my COVID-19 injection yet? Or 19? Or the injection, Michael? Oh, Sporty Yellow just kicks it straight to Luka Modric, and Modric rolls it across, and Benzema's not going to miss from there. 1-0 Real Madrid, 2-0 on aggregate. Yeah, you're not going to get Benzema missing from there. What was Sporty Yellow doing with the clearance, though? Injection? No, mate, not yet. I'll be honest with you, pal. The rollout in Ireland here is ridiculously slow. And even I could possibly be further up the list because of, a few other conditions and stuff. But even at that, like, we're hoping to have myself, my wife, and the family get away in November. And even at that, right now, we're thinking we can't guarantee we'll be vaccinated or not. Myself and my wife. That's how slow it's here. So no, mate, I haven't had it yet. Not even a sniff of it, but I will as soon as it's available. I'll get it. There's nothing I love more than a holiday, fella. I know it takes me a good while to build up to being able to get through my anxiety to go on holiday, but once I do all that work with the psychologist and stuff, getting away with getting some sunlight is badly needed, and it's been too long. I'm somebody who feels like a new human being when I get sunlight on me. It improves everything, so hopefully be able to get away at the end of the year, all going well. Yes, I am, Jake. I am going to be doing the United AC Milan game, or the AC Milan United game on Thursday. I'll be here tomorrow as well to do the Chelsea Atleti game. Benzema 1-0 up on the night for Real Madrid, 2-0 on aggregate. It's a big uphill task now for Atalanta, but if they do score two unanswered goals, they would go through on away goals. But look, that's all ifs, ands, and buts. Both sides have had one shot on target. Real Madrid have had 5 attempts. Atalanta have had 4, but you know Real Madrid stuck theirs in the back of the net, and Atalanta missed a really good early opportunity that should have given them the lead. Now Madrid are moving forward again. Ball into the right hand side to Benzema. Cuts in, looking to open up on his left foot. Nothing there, but it falls back out right hand side again. But is there a collision there? 2 players down. Referees, I think, pointing for a goal kick. 2 Real Madrid players, or 2 players, excuse me, both down. Oh yeah, there was a bit of a collision there. It was Nacho Fernandez and who's the guy for, and Gosens who collided there. Both of them be alright though. It's the most important thing. Nacho Fernandez just still getting a bit of attention there. So we aren't back underway quite yet. But again, looking at this goal, what was Sportiello doing? And again, nice little spot there for Modric to play in Benzema, and he ain't gonna miss him there, is he? Yeah, the Wolves goalkeeper seems to be okay, thanks, Darren. He was responsive and talking after the game yesterday. I've no further news on it other than that, but look, it's great that he was conscious, he was awake, and he was talking with the medical staff. Varane now back to Courtois. Courtois side foots it upfield, but Atalanta have it back. Favourite Barca player other than Messi? Of the current crop? Yellow card here, by the way. Of the current crop, God, it's slim pickings, isn't it? Sorry, I'm just watching the replay here. I like the look of Ansu Fati, obviously. Trincão's interesting as well, but I think Ansu Fati has a huge future in the game. Valverde it was that picks up that yellow, by the way, folks. I wouldn't mind young De Jong either from midfield. I'd happily take him. Ball switched across left hand side here by Atalanta. Six minutes to go plus additional time here in the first half. It's 2-0 to Madrid on aggregate, 1-0 on the night. That goal came from Karim Benzema. I know if people say Fati's overrated, he's still ridiculously young. Like, ridiculously young. I hate people writing off young players when, you know, some players mature quicker than others. I mean, give the guys times. Anyone that comes through La Masia, you know, they're going to be a gifted footballer. Jack will be doing the draw, Sharon. There's no way I'll be awake at that time of the day. So Jack Gill will be streaming the draw here. Or actually, sorry, on Anfield Agenda. Counter-attack chance here for Madrid now as they break left-hand side. Again, though, Nacho's pushed off the ball. It'll go behind harmlessly for a goal kick. What do you get anxiety about, Craig, if you don't mind me asking? Of course, it's your choice to answer. Remind me at half time, mate, and I'll absolutely answer you then. It's like it'll take a couple of minutes to explain, so I'll happily explain it to you then. But, just we'll talk through the game till then. But give me a reminder at half time, and no problem, I'll talk you through it. Atalanta, left-hand side here, ball infield, bit of space if he can turn. He's looking for Lucas Muriel down the line, but it's intercepted by Varane, but he gives it straight back to Atalanta. Here we go, Madrid on the attack again, left-hand side. Vinicius Jr., who's waiting for Benzema to make a move and then plays it behind Benzema. Benzema manages to keep the ball. Goes back to Mendy. Back in field now to Luka Modric. To Toni Kroos. Benzema, back to Modric. Little triangles here for Madrid, just trying to keep the ball, frustrate Atalanta and hopefully create a bit of space. Modric had his ankles clipped. That'll be a free kick to Real Madrid. Just about 5 yards inside the Atalanta half, left-hand side. I have a feeling we'll get City as well. But I said it on the podcast we recorded earlier today. I have a feeling we'll end up getting Manchester City in the draw. I really do. Should Jota get the number 9 shirt? No. Firmino's the number 9. I don't know people are that arsed about shirt numbers. Like, I'd rather be concerned about how players play than what number they have on their back. Strike! Oh! Bit of dip on that. Strike there from outside the box from Atalanta, and there's a lot of movement on it. Let us look at this again from another angle. Oh! Cut across it, but I mean, it ended up well wide. The angle looked a bit different. Do I play FIFA? No. Thibaut Courtois launches the ball long. That should be a foul on the Atalanta defender. Referee allows play to go on because the Atalanta keeper has the ball. They move it out right hand side now. About 2 minutes plus injury time left in the first half here in Madrid, folks. Madrid 1-0 up on the night, 2-0 up on aggregate. Muriel, where's Thibaut Courtois going there? He got very lucky that Varane bailed him out. Modric has it back now for Real Madrid. It's a throw into Real right hand side. What have we got? Have I been to the Aviva? Yes, mate. I often get press passes to go there for games and stuff. Been to a few Liverpool games when they come over and played there. Was at the Ireland-Switzerland game as well. And a couple of others. Yeah, I've been to the Aviva a fair few times, man. What am I doing for Paddy's Day tomorrow? Nothing. We'll be streaming content like any other day, mate. I don't drink, you see, so I wouldn't be somebody that'd be having a few scoops or anything anyway, so nothing. I'll be sitting at home and doing streams like I always do. Vasquez now. Good work by him. Cuts inside. Still going well. He's brought down. Referee said he got the ball though. I don't know. Referee was adamant that the Atalanta player got the ball. They're on the counter attack now. That's a poor weighted pass. Ramos stepped across Lucas Muriel. That ball needed a bit more weight on it from Atalanta. It was under hit and the pass was there. Again, it's another good attacking opportunity wasted there for Atalanta. The angle was perfect. Everything was there. It just needed a better weighted pass through to Lucas Muriel. How do you think we would get on if we get Dortmund in the draw? I think we beat them, to be honest with you. I think it'll be a hell of a lot of fun over 2 legs. I think there'll be a great game, but I think our experience, I don't know. I mean, look, you can look at them and say Haaland, Sancho, yada yada, but I still think we'd get the better of them. Referee blows up for half time right as Lucas Muriel was played through on goal. It's not a second of injury time, by the way, added on, even though we had at least a minute and a half when the player was down after a head collision, and it was a ball. Lucas Muriel was clean through. More shithousery from referees. How can you not have a second of injury time? Not even 1 minute. When there was a head clash alone that had players down in the penalty area. Sometimes I'm baffled by referees' decisions. I really am. Not 1 second of injury time there. Not 1 second. How? It's just referees. They baffle me at times. They really do. That happens a lot now. I know, it's ridiculous though. It happens a lot in some European leagues particularly, but I don't know, they make this shit up. I'm a big fan of every time the ball goes out of play, I like the idea that it's the clock being stopped. And we know when the ball's in play, the clock starts again. I think that would just eliminate all this nonsense. When the ball's in play, the clock's gone. When the ball's out of play, the clock's stopped. And then we don't need to talk about injury time, how much injury time, any of that nonsense. I know we'll be asking a lot of the players because technically you don't get 45 minutes of active football, but still, either way. The anxiety question. Okay. Right, so, again, anybody who wants to make a cup of tea that has no interest in listening to this, go ahead and do what you need to do. I promise somebody I'd answer this question. It's a long-winded answer. Right, so how does anxiety affect me? I first started feeling anxiety when I was in 4th class. So I remember my first memory of it is that I couldn't understand my Irish homework. And I couldn't get it done. And it kept me up all night sleeping. So from a young age, my mum used to come in and do a relaxing technique with me where she helped me. We went through a relaxing technique from my head right down to my toes where she says, right, close your eyes, rest your eyes, and yada yada. So I've always had anxiety. When I went through to the age of 18, 19, 20, going out with my mates, I DJ'd at the time as well, but when I went out clubbing or anything like that, I wouldn't go out unless I knew I had a taxi ordered and ready to bring us home. And I always went through my entire life feeling fear, looking over my shoulder and being on edge. So both my parents were alcoholics. I'm not saying that they were bad parents because they weren't, but they just happened to have the gene, unfortunately. And it caused a lot of stress in the life grow up. My teenage years where, you develop, as young would say, from 13, 14 onwards, you start becoming an adult. And those transformative years for me were very disruptive years of my life. There's a lot of other stuff I don't want to go into because it's personal towards my mother and not my place to be saying. So then eventually life goes on a little bit. I move out of my house with my girlfriend, now my wife Sabrina, at the age of 19. We move into our first flat together in Dublin city centre along with a friend of mine as well. And my parents were arguing a lot at the time, both heavy drinking. My mother had multiple suicide attempts. When I was sitting my mock exams for my leaving certificate, my mother was in a coma in hospital and we were given time to say goodbye to her. And so I had all these things going on and lots of other stuff in my life. And we moved out into this flat and my parents were bickering and arguing and I'm an only child, so I was kind of just put in the middle of this at one point. And they were separated, so I get a phone call from one of them about the other one and then I get a phone call about the other one, and I ended up having what I didn't know at the time was a panic attack, but it was the first one I'd ever had. So I jumped into the shower and turned it on in our flat in cold to try and help me, and I ended up in the MADRID hospital, which was just around the corner from where I lived, and I was diagnosed with a panic attack. So not too long after that, my father passed away, unfortunately. I'd moved home to nurse him through his final months because he just wouldn't give up drink. So my parents had separated, I'd moved home and I'd looked after him. And I'd always had these anxious feelings that I spoke about. And then when it came to, when my dad died, it just got worse. Like, things got a lot worse for me. A lot of what ifs. Could I have prevented it? Why wasn't I enough for him to stay alive? All that stuff. But to cut a long story short, so you go through different medications and you go through all these other things, but the real breakthrough in my life actually came when I was diagnosed with Asperger's at the age of 34. And you're probably saying, why was that the breakthrough? Because for my entire life, I tried to find the root cause of the anxiety. So I've been through therapy, I've been to counselling sessions, psychologists, got medication from psychiatrists, spoken about stuff, gone to Al-Anon meetings and loads of other stuff. And I always assumed that there would be a root cause, a moment, like you see on TV, those breakthroughs where you're like, ching, that's the moment, that's where it comes back to. But when I was diagnosed with Asperger's, I found out that my anxiety is just part of who I am. There is no root cause of it. So I stopped having to search for the root cause. And I just accepted that that's part of the way my brain is wired. And it felt like a massive relief lifted off my shoulders. And it's been... I still suffer hugely with anxiety, but at least now I understand it. I understand it's part of who I am, and it's not caused by something. There was not one traumatic event that caused this anxiety. And I say funny, but the sad thing for me is when I look back at my mum and her multiple suicide attempts and her alcoholism and stuff and her untimely death, unfortunately, as well, I see so many similar traits, and I wonder, would she have had Asperger's? Would she have been on the autism spectrum? Could that have helped her? So I find it very lucky that I was diagnosed and that I'm able to understand why I'm wired in a specific way. There are certain things, like for me, often you'll hear me misinterpret a post here, or somebody will post something in, because I need to be able to see facial expressions, and I need to be able to see body language and intent to understand what somebody means. So often I misinterpret somebody's comment, and I may be snarky or moan at them. It's because I've interpreted and processed that the wrong way. It's not because they've done nothing wrong. So a life changer for me has been emojis, because you can tell somebody's intent when they put an emoji into the chat. So, the breakthrough, I suppose, again, I have anxiety. I'm always going to have it. It's debilitating at times, and it can be really rough. But, knowing that knowing it's part of who I am has been a breakthrough. And that's all I can say. Medication has helped, of course. I'll never be able to live what I would class as a normal life, whereas I could go out every single day of the week, and I could go and work in an office, or I could, do all that type of stuff, because I can't, because I'm obsessive about certain things as well. I'd have to have a particular seat, I'd have to be facing a particular way, even sleeping, I have to be touching a wall. There's so many little things that, the people that mock me and take the piss out of me on social media and say, you can run a YouTube channel, you live off disability, how can you do this or that? We live off disability, yes, I do. I'm on disability allowance. I've always been open about that. But I don't smoke. I don't drink. My wife doesn't smoke. My wife doesn't drink. We don't socialise. We don't go outside. We don't go for meals. And they'll throw things like, how can you go on a holiday? Well, I save all year round. Like my wife, like demons, every penny we can. We budget every shopping list. Everything we can do to save money, we do. And we bring our kids on a holiday once a year. And to go on that holiday, I need to go through minimum 2 to 3 weeks worth of therapy, and I need to know exactly what the place I'm going to looks like. I need to look at Google road maps. Having an autistic son, I need to make sure that his sensory issues are met. And this is why I get so frustrated and pissed off by all the people on social media who take the piss out of me, call me Stone Cold Steve Autism, say I'm lying, that I'm having people on, that I'm faking, that I'm making a mint off YouTube. I am in my fuck. I have never, ever taken a wage from YouTube, because we don't make enough for me to take a wage. I drive a 10-year-old Renault Megane, a 2011 Renault Megane diesel. I live in a council house. I'm a normal dude. And because I'm honest, I get that fucking thrown back in my face by these scumbags who try to belittle me. I've been dobbed into the tax man. I've had the social welfare on my back. That's added more stress to myself and my wife's life. All through lies that have been proven to be lies, because of course we know we've done nothing wrong. But it doesn't stop these low-life scumbags on Twitter who have made our lives a misery. Today, alone, one post, I'll pull it up for you, just as an example, so to let you know I'm not talking out my arse. One post today. Somebody, Anfield Agenda, posted my Diogo Jota comment. Read the comment underneath it. As you can see, it says, someone tagged at Real IRA, do you still kneecap people? That's just a small sample of what myself and my wife have had to live through. And I've got kids that are now reading this stuff as well. So when I said I was going to have to leave the channel, partly it was because we don't make a living from it. And to put up with that shit, you probably deserve to. But we aren't at a point where we could do that yet as a channel. So, you know, I know this is probably again going to be used against me by some people, but I am an honest person. I've always been honest, I always will be honest, and I've always been transparent. Unlike people who hide behind a keyboard, I put myself out here to be judged. I've a big heart, I'm a big softy underneath it all, but some of the stuff I read about every day, fuck me. Honestly, it's soul destroying. Like, yeah, it's tough, but you look at your family, you look at your kids, and you go, you know what? I'm gonna have the last laugh. I'm gonna make it, and I'm gonna give my family that life, and I'm gonna stick two fingers up to these pricks who have tried to ruin our lives, threatened us in so many different ways, and I won't let them beat me, because if I didn't let my mother killing herself, my father drinking himself to death, losing out on all my inheritance, my football memorabilia and trophies being destroyed by loads of other stuff that I won't ever talk about, I'm not letting some petty little prick on Twitter who hasn't got half the courage I have try and ruin my life. So yeah, you're stuck with me and I'm not going anywhere. And I told you it was going to be a long-winded answer, mate. I mean, that's why I said wait to half time. And I feel good getting that off my chest. But yeah, it is what it is. It's life. And I'm blessed because I've got a good support network. I've a lovely wife, two beautiful kids, the best in-laws that I could have ever hoped for. And the lights are on, the heating's on, there's food in the fridge, Kios are in the press. You know, I'm not complaining. I just wish people would stop lying about me, because don't like my content, no problem. Same shit, no problem. No problem with any of that. But when it starts being targeted and you're being doxxed and your address is being given out, and I wish people fucking knew how tough it was for those around them, because, you know, trust me, my family, and how do I phrase this correctly? My outer family are no shrinking violets. I could choose to go a very different route to deal with some of this stuff, but I'm not that person. I don't agree with violence, and I don't want to wish that or have that on my conscience for anybody else, but they underestimate my family massively. They should be thankful that I'm the kind-hearted person that I am, because my father or my uncles or cousins would have acted and taken this in a completely different way. So that's me, that's Craig, that's who I am. And yeah, we've got the second half coming up soon, so there you go. A positive question: how did you and your wife meet? We both worked in a hotel that used to be in Killiney called the Killiney Court Hotel. We were she was a lounge girl there, and I came in. I used to work in a pub as a lounge boy, and then I got a job in that hotel for the summer as a barman. And we met there when we were 16. And the real shame, Kate, was that when we got married, and Sabrina's parents, by the way, had their wedding reception at that exact hotel, and my parents brought me there most Sundays for dinner when I was a young kid as well. And it wasn't really knocked down. It was turned into apartments a few years before we got married. So it's a shame that we didn't get a chance to have our wedding at that hotel, because it would have been lovely. But like a lot of things in my life, it hasn't worked out the way it should have, or I'd hoped it had. But I'll give you another freaky story. At my grandmother's funeral, so I wasn't going out with Sabrina that long, but her parents went to the funeral. So we were at my grandmother's funeral, and my grandfather was the foreman of the church in Newtown Park Avenue that was built there in Blackrock. And so they were reading out the family name, and they were speaking about my grandmother, and they were saying, you know, wife of Sammy Houlden. And then after the funeral, what is now my father-in-law, Sabrina's dad, came up to me and he said, do you know what? I never copped this, but I was your granddad's apprentice carpenter. And that freaks me out to this day, because my granddad died at 37 when my dad was really young. My dad died at 45. So Sabrina's dad, my father-in-law, has been able to tell me more stuff about my grandfather than I've ever been able to find out of anybody else. So it is mysterious how life works, isn't it? It's fucked up how things happen. And yeah, there's been some strange stuff. I'm a great believer in everything happening for a reason. I'm not religious or anything, but I believe in certain things, but yeah, that's how we met anyway. Long story short. Thank you for the super sticker, my man. And yeah, look, I hope now that explains the ABCs of Craig, because, you know, as always, I lay it all out there to be judged, and I am who I am, and I won't apologise for it. Second half about to get underway, folks, and as always, massive shout out and love to our sponsors, the One Football app. Without the One Football app, we wouldn't be here today doing what we're doing. There is a link pinned to the top of the chat. There is also a link in the description, or you can go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. You get all your team selections, breaking news, league tables, transfer gossip, video content. Even if you've got an iPhone, you've got the new cool augmented reality feature that I spoke about earlier on as well. And there's lots more improvements coming. Check out the One Football app. It is entirely free. Without them, I wouldn't be here doing this. So if you want to do me a little favour, just go over, download that app from the link above, and it lets them know that we sent you over. And again, thank you to the guys at the One Football app for showing us some love. Right, Zapata is coming on to replace Pulisic at the start of the second half here. And let me just get my clock ready to go. Right, Real Madrid in the driving seat, 2-0 up on aggregate, 1-0 up on the night, and we're about to get underway in the second half. Again though, if you are enjoying the stream, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button and drop a like on the video. Just waiting for the ref here to get the second half on the way. And we're underway. I even managed to start the second half clock on time tonight, which was a bonus because I messed it up last night in Anfield agenda. Varane. Back to Courtois. Courtois puts his foot through it, launches it long upfield. Again, though, it goes out of play, and it will be... Is it a Real Madrid throw? I think it is it? Yes, it's a Real Madrid throw. Referees just telling them where to go. I love a bit of shithousery time wasting there from the players already. You've got 83,000 people here for you, and you've no idea what that means, Samira. Honestly, you've no idea what that support means. It saved me at times. When I'd had low moments, I received hundreds of emails and messages. Whew, it helped. Anyway, look, let's be happy. We're positive. We're here. We're alive. We're watching football. Do I like F1? Not really. I'm so sad to hear the passing of Murray Walker, of course, Kieran, who was, you know, the voice of Formula 1 when I was growing up. Atalanta now moving the ball between the lines, right-hand side. I actually did it last night for the first time ever. I did a breakdown of every cost Connor and I have had since we started the two channels, and I sent it to Connor at like 4 a.m. this morning, and he woke up and he was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe that we've you know, the investment that we've had to put in has been so much." Even I won't tell you what the number is because it's private, but I was shocked by it. Like, Muriel now out left hand side. Ball across. Did it take a touch? No, it's just a bad cross, and it'll be a goal kick to Real Madrid. How do I cope with anxiety? Not great a lot of the time, mate. Medication, meditation. Try to keep busy and not routine for me is a huge thing as well. But yeah, look, it's anyone that has anxiety will tell you it flares up at times. Sometimes it's manageable. It's but speaking up about it's important. Whether you have depression, whether you're bipolar, whether you have any mental health issues, speak up. Go see someone. See your doctor. It's the same as any other illness in life. It's certainly nothing to be ashamed of. I like to consider myself a cool dude. I like to consider myself a nice person. I'm certainly not ashamed to have mental health issues, and I'm more than happy to talk about them. I've lost friends through suicide who didn't speak up, and I like to think that even if one person speaks up to their doctor or a relative or a family member, then that's great. So, you know, as I say, my phrase is we're all fucked up in our own unique, beautiful way. Goal kick, launch long. Goes all the way through again, and that will go so far through that it'll go out for a goal kick to Real Madrid down the other end. Yeah, no problem, Lewis. And look, the real sad thing is that unfortunately we speak about the pandemic in the world right now, and of course that's bad enough what we're all going through, but there's also going to be a mental health pandemic for people who maybe have never had feelings like they felt when they've been isolated and trapped in. And that's something that has to be seriously considered as well, because, some people have had issues their entire life, but some people now, particularly some young people, be feeling stuff they've never felt before. So it's important that, there's options open to them to speak, which is why I speak about it a lot on here as well, because I want people to know that it's cool to speak. It's sound. Nothing wrong with it. Vinicius Junior. Again, Atalanta do well. Keep it in play, right hand side. It'll go. Did it go out? Now it does. It's throw into Atalanta right hand side. What Lance said, I have severe anxiety attacks. Tried 11 meds, got the right one. Keep going. Yeah, for me with the anxiety, with the panic attacks, it was learning to spot the onset of them, mate. And as Kate has spoken about before in our Discord group, the breathing exercises. So, one, knowing what they are is important. Two, spotting the early warning signs of a panic attack. And three, learning breathing and coping techniques. I think Kate uses the tapping technique, if I'm right, Kate. Without wanting to give away too much, mate. Sorry. But yeah, again, everything is trial and error, buddy. I've been on so many different medications, and the one I'm on now seems to be the best of the lot. Oh, sorry, I thought there was a chance there, but Courtois comes out and claims it. Hey, Rodders, look, I am certainly not an inspiration, man. I'm just a normal dude, as I keep saying. I am. If I was to turn into fucking PewDiePie tomorrow and get that YouTube money and be a multi millionaire, I'd still be rocking up, albeit probably in a nicer car, with a pair of Air Max on, a hoodie, and a pair of tracky bottoms, because that's the dude I am, and I'm never going to change. I don't expect to have success, but if I ever did, I'd probably give half it away, to be honest with you, man, because there's so many charitable and social things that I'd like to do. Because, yeah, as I said, I was on my arse before. I've been helped up. I've been given a helping hand up, and I like to pay it forward. So, we all need a bit of a helping hand, whether it be financially, whether it be with a pep talk, a hug at any point in our lives. And it's important that if you do, and you get that and you can help others along the way, do it. That's, I'm all about positivity. I've let go of a lot of anger in recent years. I was an angry dude for a very long time. Varane. Oh, nice little spin inside. Atalanta have it back. Good ball into the left channel here. Muriel, can he keep it in play? Yes. Cuts inside. He's got three players in the penalty area. He puts a ball in, but it's too easy for Ramos to head away. Second chance. They've made a mess of that as well. Good tracking back, though, by Vinicius Junior, and he now has it left-hand side for Real Madrid. Ball infield to Mendy. Oh, it's a lovely ball back around the corner to Vinicius Junior. What will he do? He cuts in, couple of step overs, still going, has to finish it. Oh, he's missed it. It would have been one of the goals of the season. Oh no, man, that would have been football porn. Oh, had everything. Step overs, inside out, beautiful 1-2s, and then he pulls it wide in the far post. Oh, the world of football deserved that goal, mate. Oh no. That would have been beautiful. Oh, we've been robbed. We've been robbed, folks, of an absolutely amazing goal there. Oh, he started it off, look in his own half, nicking the ball around the player, playing a 1-2, gets it back and he's in. Look, there he goes. Ernos Negriha, as we say in Ireland, cuts back inside, step overs, inside out. Gets in, pulls on. I'm still watching it and I still think he's going to score. Oh, man. Did Atalanta steal the Wella logo? I don't know. No idea, Jens. Again, can't quite see that last word, mate. If that was Liverpool, I'd be crying, mate. If we'd missed that, if that was like Salah, Mane, Firmino, Jota or somebody, I'd be crying for them that they didn't get it. Never mind for us. Oh. That's football in its purest, most beautiful form, isn't it? Stuff like that, like. Yeah, ELT said Vinicius the Martial of Madrid. I brought him up earlier on and asked you guys what you think, and a few of you did say he couldn't finish, to be fair, which, he's had two chances there tonight. That one, though, I'll probably watch that 4 or 5 times again later on tonight, and I'll still expect it to be a goal. Mendy now, ball inside, Vinicius, the referee, no, he's allowing it go, strike, straight at the keeper. Madrid appealing for a free, but to be fair to the ref, he allowed the advantage. Atalanta now spread the ball centrally. They work it out right hand side to Duvan Zapata. He tries to go through the Real Madrid defender, who has the cheek to be in his way. He goes to ground. Referee eventually gives a free kick to Real Madrid. Kate said, understanding why the body goes into fight or flight and know how to bring it back to calm has saved my life. Literally, I've used other coping stats in the past, but now I hack my own body. Yeah, look, I've been through everything, Kate. I've been to anger management. I've been through cognitive behavioural therapy. I've done a lot of it. And like you said, understanding the fight or flight syndrome and, why your body goes into that response is definitely important. Almost 10 minutes gone here in the second half. It looks like somebody has let's say a groin injury for Atalanta here. Why don't you sit in the ground, mate, and then the referee will have to let them bring the player onto you while your man gets warmed up. I mean, come on, it's shithousery 101. Yeah, that's it. Go down and pretend like you can't walk across the pitch and then give the sub time to warm up. Surely you know this, fella. Come on. Paul said, Craig, I have a learning disability too, and it stops me working. You're never alone. I love you, Craig. Thank you, Paul. Love you too, man. And I wish you a happy life, my dude. Do I support any basketball team? No, I don't. I watch a little bit of it now and then, but, I did watch it more growing up, like during the days of fucking Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird. During those days, I would have been more of a basketball fan growing up, but no, not so much these days. But that documentary, the Michael Jordan documentary, is a very enthralling watch. To show a replay of the Vinicius goal here, I had everything but the finish. Still can't believe he didn't score it. How would you get on if we drew Real in the next round? Look, I'm a Liverpool fan who will fancy us against anybody, because that's what you do with your club, isn't it? You believe that you'll take on and beat anybody. And you've got to believe, you've got to dream. It's part of the fun of being a fan. Modric plays the ball out right hand side. Again, if you're Atalanta, you're going to need to get one soon, because, 2 goals will put Atalanta through on away goals. 2 unanswered goals, I should say. But, it's easy me sitting here and saying that, but the clock ain't their friend at this moment in time. Courtois puts his foot through the ball, launches it out right hand side. Do I ever watch your clips, videos back at a later date? Not intentionally, but sometimes I'll see them on the timeline on Twitter or something, but... No, I don't like listening to my own voice, mate, so no, not really. I used to in the earlier days to critique myself, but I've learned to be less critical of myself, so not so much these days. But if I see it on a timeline, I'll watch it, because sometimes I forget what I did in that particular moment. Vinicius Junior's off on another one here now. Here we go, round the outside, Peno. Referee points to the spot. What card? It's a yellow card. Now, the Atalanta player is trying to say it was outside the box. My initial instinct is that it was inside the box, but, referees awarded a penalty. It'll be up to VAR now, obviously, let's have a look at the replay here. So, Vinicius Junior goes off on a burst again. Nah, to me, that's inside the box. To me, the foot that made the challenge is inside the box. Yeah, he's inside the box. That's a penalty. Yeah, that's a penalty. I'm sorry. It's a penalty. Sergio Ramos stepping up to take the penalty for Real Madrid. You imagine if he puts this in the back of the net, it's game, set and match. Ramos steps up. Referee's just waiting for the go-ahead, I think, from VAR. Just to make sure it was inside the box, which it was, so he blows the whistle. Ramos steps up. Puts it into the net, and it's 2-0 on the night to Real Madrid, 3-0 on aggregate, and that should pretty much seal their place. He puts it to the keeper's right-hand side. It was a good penalty right into the corner. 2-0 on the night to Real Madrid, 3-0 on aggregate, and that should be them safely into the draw for the last 8. There we go. There could be no arguments about the penalty either. It was an absolute penalty. Yeah, no doubt about it. Stonewall penalty. It's good penalty, well tucked away. Keeper guessed the right side but couldn't get to it. So Michael said Real Madrid, City, Liverpool, Porto, Dortmund, PSG. I'd add Bayern Munich to that list, mate, because there's no way that they're gonna, 4-1. They've got 4 away goals against Lazio. They ain't turning that around, so I'd add them to that list as well. Atalanta try a ball forward. Real Madrid defender ducks, and it'll go out for Madrid throw left hand side. 30 minutes left here, folks, but it looks like it's all done and dusted with regards to it being a competitive tie. If you don't forget though, please do hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video. We're pushing towards the 16k mark, so every single subscription helps. Controversial penalty. Nailed on penalty, mate. Nothing controversial about that. Oh, Dembele. I'd rather Dembele at Liverpool than Vinicius Jr. I know he has injury issues, but of those two, my answer would be Dembele. Benzema now. He's dispossessed. Again, you think back to that really early chance for Atalanta in the first few minutes that if they had tucked it away, it would have been a different game altogether. Now Madrid are going to be able to just counter-attack at will here because Atalanta know they've just got to basically just go for broke here. There's nothing else. Zidane's about to make a substitution here in a moment as well for Real Madrid. Atalanta. That's a nice ball actually into the left hand channel for Lucas Muriel. He's got support, but oh, that's a nice throw into the box, cross in. It's an awful cross though, and Ramos clears it easily. It'll be coming back straight back at them here. Lucas Muriel has it. Turns back, goes out left hand side. Again, they've got another man on the overlap. Ball in field, little 1-2. Strike. Oh, nobody's getting the end of it, and it goes behind harmlessly for a goal kick to Real Madrid. I'm not giving any top 6 predictions, Joseph. It's just too hard to call, mate. It just changes like every week. United and City nailed on for Champions League football. Probably Leicester as well, but you know, Chelsea the favourites obviously, but it keeps changing all the time, mate. Sergio Ramos coming off here now, obviously saving his legs for another day with the El Clasico coming up soon enough as well. Militao coming on to replace Sergio Ramos. Lee, how are you, my man? Nice to see you in. Who do you think will win the Europa League? Don't know, don't care. don't want to even think about the Europa League. Even the thoughts of us in it next year scares me, worries me. I'd rather get no European football. Madrid on the counter again. Ball across. Pulled back. Again, Madrid still have it. Vinicius Jr. Now it's Benzema. Duvan Zapata now. Switches the ball across to Lucas Muriel. I can hear my son upstairs shouting at my missus about something. Obviously doesn't want to be doing homework or something. Madrid now have it with Mondi. Benzema. Back out to Vinicius Jr. who goes around the outside again. Turns back. Plays the ball infield. Cruz. He's dispossessed, but the ball will go out for a Real Madrid throw in left hand side. God, this has been a long old day, folks. I've been sitting in front of this computer since about 3 o'clock this afternoon, genuinely without moving. I've had 2 cups of coffee, a bottle of water, and I haven't even had a chance to shave my head today. Look at this big hairy mess. Ball into the box, is headed away. It'll be a throw into Atalanta right hand side. Is that your couch real or green screen? No, this is a real chair. Look. See, people always think it's fake, but no, it's genuinely... No, I'm going the wrong way now. It's a real chair. Comes from a company called Serendipity Furniture. But yeah, there is a green screen behind me, obviously, but the chair's real. It's my pride and joy. I call it my throne. Right, corner to Atalanta. 25 to go. Ball in, straight into the arms of Thibaut Courtois. Jen said, game is done, let's talk about the Thursday clash. No, we have to keep talking about this one, but I will be covering the AC Milan United game on the channel here, mate. Don't worry about that. I'll be here tomorrow night as well to do the Chelsea Atleti game. How tall am I? Have a guess. I'll tell you when you get it right, or if you get it right. The toss of 3 weeks with no Liverpool games now is just, it's so tough. Thankfully there will be other football, but no Liverpool game for 3 weeks. Yeah, you've got it there. Michael Smith knows the answer. It's 5'10". That's exactly what height I am, mate. Connor's about 6'1", 6'2". Zapata, forces a save from Courtois. He's appealing for a penalty for something here. The referee's saying stop. There is going to be a check for it. I don't know what it is for. So he's onside. There's no problems there. Was it a handball by Varane he's appealing for? So he takes the shot. It's saved by Thibaut Courtois. Comes back out then. Is he appealing for a handball there by Varane? But referee says nothing doing anyway and we're back underway. My wife's having a guess as well. Well, you don't even know your own height, love, so, you know, you got mine right, but every time you give me your height, it's a different height. Oh, Benzema. Keeper saves it, and then he heads it, and it's the post. Again, another chance goes a begging there for Real Madrid. A save by the keeper, and then the follow-up hits the post. Benzema nearly had a second. I know Gomez is age Samira, and I know he has a bright future, but he's also had some serious injuries in his young career so far, so, you know, you hope he doesn't pick up another one. Oh, it's a good save by the keeper, and then the follow-up header off the post from Benzema. Ba-boom, save. Ba-booey, off the post. No, Sabrina, my wife says, she says she's 5'2", I say she's 5'3". I'll tell you the fucking measuring tape says you're 5'3", love, not me. The measuring tape. You know, the thing that actually knows. Rodrigo. Is he on or off now? I didn't see who that change was for Real Madrid. They've made another change anyway. 1 second. And Rodrigo's on. There you go. He's brought on. Just over 20 minutes to go here. Madrid sailing through to the quarterfinals by the looks of it. Oh, Cruz there, taken out on the edge of the box, but referee gives a free out. Why do you think Liverpool as a city is so different on the other apart from passion? I can't speak for any other city, John, because I haven't been to every other city in England. But what I would say about Liverpool is it's had obviously a lot of Irish people, a lot of cultural diversity throughout the years. I find that the Scouse sense of humour is very similar to the Irish one as well. They're very warm, welcoming, friendly people, and they're honest and they don't take any shite and they speak their mind, and I like that about people. So I don't know, but it is a beautiful, wonderful city, as you've said. But I can't speak for every other city, obviously. But I think diversity helps massively as well. Have I liked your visits to London when I've been? No, London petrifies me, Michael. Whenever I've gone to London, it's usually be for like a shoe for 888 or something, and I'd fly, taxi to the shoe, taxi back to the airport, fly home. It's big cities like that, like New York or Beijing, or they just too many people. It just frightens the shit out of me. Like just too many people around me. I'm not going to give any thoughts on the Black Lives Matter knee, mate. It's not for me to talk about or say. It's for individuals to decide for themselves what they want to do on that. Again, ball in. Benzema, tries to go around the keeper. Did the keeper get a touch on that? No, it's just gone behind for a goal kick. Why does it scare me? I just too many people, mate. As I said, like somebody is anxious like me, having that many people around me everywhere I turn, every corner I walk. Right, it's just too busy of a city. Like, it's not that I'm worried about like a crime or anything. I just mean it's too densely populated for me. Whereabouts did I stay in Florida? Well, I want to say Orlando, but it's the outskirts. It's like Disney area family homes. So we'd rent a house when we stay there, and we'd hire a car as well. Have I been to New York? No. Well, yes, technically, but really no. I've landed at JFK on a stopover, but no, I've never been into the city. Courtois launches the ball long upfield. It looks like a foul, yes. Vinicius Junior is being brought down. What's the best Liverpool hotel to stay in going to the games, Craig? Again, depends what you want. Myself and Connor always stay in the... I know it's on James's Street. What's the hotel called again? Like, we go cheap and cheerful if we go over, like, as cheap as we can. Like, there's some amazing hotels in Liverpool, but we keep going to, what's the one on James's Street, right beside the train station? It's not like a... Is it the Premier Inn? No, it's not a Premier Inn. I can't think of what the name of the hotel is now. We haven't been in that long, but we always go to the same one on James's Street, just beside the train station. I can't for the life of me think of what the name of the hotel is. No, it's not the Tower. It's not the Atlantic Tower. We've stayed there before. When I was on a football trip over before, I didn't like it. God, what's the name of this bleeding hotel? I can't think of it. No, it's not the Holiday Inn. Am I a season ticket holder? No. I wish I was, but no. No, it's not the Holiday Inn. I need to know this name as well. Yeah, right. I'm gonna get this. Maybe it is the Premier Inn. Is it? Hang on. Where have we got here? I'm reading through them now. Hang on. Oh God, come on! I need to find this answer now. I know the stream's getting wrecked here, but Premier Inn most. I don't think it is a Premier Inn though. No, it wasn't Juries. I've never stayed in Juries. I mean, that's in the Albert Dock. Oh, I need to figure this out. Right, let's go onto hotels.com. Is that Premier Inn? This is where you need Connor. No, it's not Albion House. It's not Hampton. It's not Ibis. I've stayed in Ibis again though. That was the one that was down there, across from the Albert Dock. Maybe it is Premier Inn. 1 second. If I get a street view of it, I'll tell you. Anyway, Zapata's through here. 1-on-1 with Courtois. Good save by the Real keeper. This is going to do my... Oh, hang on. That looks like it could be it. What's this one? No, that's not it. No, it's not the liner. It's not Jury, Sabrina. You've already had a go at that one. We're gonna have to take an L on this, people. It's always booking.com I go to, so let's have a look at that one. Yeah, I accept all your shitty settings. I don't care when I want to stay, just pick any fucking time. There, let's pick that month and go with that day and check out the day after. I don't care, just show me the fucking rooms. This must make for absolutely fantastic viewing, folks. There's a game of football going on here somewhere, by the way, but I need to find this hotel or I won't be able to fucking rest. Don't tell me to change the name of it or something here just to wind me up. I've stayed at Sleep Eat Love, by the way, which is a hostel, which is really, really good value if you're ever there. That's definitely worth checking out. Here, come on, the feck. Right, come on, let's go. Let's go here. How have we not found this bleeding hotel? Have they knocked it down since I've last been there? It's not that. It's not the Albion. It's definitely not the Albion. It's a bigger chain. It's not that one. It's not that one. It's not that one. Oh, here, I've given up, folks. I'm going to have to take an L on this. I'm going to have to start going back through my previous reservations. It's like right beside the train station. There's a pub between it. That is mad. This is driving me demented. 'Cause probably not even fucking James Street now, not me. Watch. Oh, it's just a big dirty L. It's right across the road from what's that? The pub chain called in England that you can't fart for gone past one. Yeah, it's right across the Weatherspoons. That's it. It's straight across the road from the Weatherspoons. That's it. That's it. TTV Club. There's a Weatherspoons straight across the road from it. Still a game of football going on here with 10 minutes to go, folks. Still the same score. Good, yeah, another good save there. Yeah, another football kicked. It's brilliant. There's football going on everywhere here. Have they just changed the bleeding name of this hotel? I think they're fucking with me here. I think they've changed the name of the hotel. I don't know. I'm taking an L. It's not the tall one. No, it's just, it's very... it might be the Heaton. They might have changed the name of it, mate. It might be called something else before. I was looking at that Heaton one and the steps up to it looked familiar. Oh, balls up in the air. I won't be able to sleep tonight now till I figure that out. Lucas Muriel. No, it's not the Adelphi. I've stayed there before. The stream's been brilliant, mate. We've gone through every hotel in Liverpool here so far. Fucking Hilton. I wish it was the Hilton, mate. I don't have Hilton hotel type money. Free kick here to Atalanta on the edge of the box. Real Madrid about to make a substitution. Asensio about to come on. I wish it was the Hilton. I don't have Hilton money. You mad? What was this first one called again? I'm going back to have a look at this. Is that it? This might be it, you know. Hang on. We could be onto something here, folks. The Heaton. I think it is the Heaton. Have they changed the name of that? Because it looks exactly like... There's a goal, by the way. There's a goal, by the way. Lucas Muriel, free kick, top bins. 2-1. They need 2 goals now in, 8 minutes? Oh, keeper probably could have done better. Atalanta had their own wall in front of the Real Madrid wall. Then Lucas Muriel curls around the corner past Thibaut Courtois. Does he get a hand on it? Just about gets a touch on it, but he can't keep it out. It's 2-1. Can they pull a miracle out of the bag? I think it's definitely the Heaton. I think they must have changed names. I'm inventing hotel watch-alongs now, yeah? This is a new one, John. I think it must have been... Anyone local that can tell me if the Heaton hotel name had changed, if it was something else before the Heaton. The Days Inn, see, that does sound familiar to me, mate. The days in, that it does sound familiar to me, but I think it looks like it's the heating to me because they changed the outside of it. The score on aggregate now is 3-1 to Madrid. Atalanta still need 2 goals in the last six minutes to go through. It's not the crown. How many times do I have to say that, mate? I don't have the money to stay in those type of hotels. I stay in cheap and cheerful. It was called the Days Inn, changed its name in August last year. That's it then, Ash. It's the heating. I knew it. I knew it. I knew we'd find it eventually. Just as I say that, Real Madrid have made it 3-1. And I've completely missed another goal. Oh, I think it's Asensio that scored. Ball up the line. Madrid go down right hand side. Roll across, little touch on the left foot. The keeper should have done better, beating at the near post. He's been heating at the near post. Oh. So it's 3-1 to Real Madrid, 4-1 on aggregate. Oh, he shouldn't have been heating from there. Oh, stop, this hurts. Ball all the way through to Thibaut Courtois. Right, hotel watch on over. Back to the game for the last 5 minutes. Oh. Courtois launches the ball. I'm actually sweating laughing so much. Oh. Hit the subscribe button, by the way, and all that stuff. And yeah, thank you. Madrid, ball through. Oh. You getting the hotel name. Definitely been the big success story of the night, Rodders. You're right. Never mind Real Madrid gone through to the quarters. Me figuring out where I stayed with Connor on a couple of occasions because we're two cheap, tight Irish gits. That's definitely the highlight of this. Oh, ball over the top right hand side. Today's hotel watch along has been brought to you by the One Football app. They don't do hotels, but they do give you everything that you need when it comes to the world of football in one absolutely fantastic football app. If ever you're going over to Liverpool and you want to know about statistics, video topics, anything like that, if you're sitting in the Heaton Hotel and you just want to know what app you should be using to look at football, it is the One Football app, ladies and gentlemen. It is second to none. It is entirely free and you can download it from the Google Play Store, the Apple App Store, or of course the link at the top of our chat or in the description. Oh God almighty. The funny thing is, somebody mentioned the name Heaton right at the very start of that conversation and I was like, no, it's not that, because I'd never heard of it before, and they were right, and they could have saved us all 20 minutes. Anyway, Atalanta, they just needed 3 now in the last 3 minutes. Zapata, ball inside. Strike! Ooh, it's not too far over the bar, that. Goal kick to Real Madrid. Oh, God. Thank God we've got a good working relationship with One Football. Maybe it was you, Bailey, but somebody definitely did say it, mate. And I didn't know the hotel had changed names. Oh, God. Is it weird that I'm just looking forward to shaving my head after this stream because there's just too much hair here for my liking? When it's just static, there's too much. Anyway, really do appreciate you guys being with us. I hope you've had a laugh. Hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video as well. I'll be here tomorrow for some serious football action as Chelsea take on Atletico Madrid in the second leg of that game. Chelsea would have won their lead with that amazing goal from Olivier Giroud. That's going to be a really interesting game tomorrow night. So do join me for that one. There'll be no hotel talk whatsoever. Most likely. Two minutes to go. Oh, Oh god, imagine me trying to be taken seriously in the world of football punditry. Imagine that on fucking BT or something. Hang on, Gary. I can't go back to the studio now, mate. I'm trying to figure out where I stayed with this fella I used to hang about with a few years ago. No, it's not that one, mate. No, it definitely isn't that. Hang on, lads. Hang on. Yeah, no, there's football going on. That doesn't matter. Anyone got the name of this hotel yet? Will you get the lads in the studio? Search this for me. Get the lads there in Travago. Wouldn't get that on BT, huh? Robbie Savage wouldn't be able to figure that one out. Cruz now, he's the judge to a fouled free kick here on the halfway line. Should do Scooby-Doo start for United on Thursday. Should do Scooby-Doo start? I don't know. Oh, you mean the music, like? Craig, this is what makes you entertaining to watch. You're such a top guy. For great. Imagine the fun in my house, mate. The shit my missus has to listen to me come out with sometimes. Some of the songs I go around the house singing as I make up what's going through my head. I told you I'm wired differently, by the way. Some of the stuff, and Sabrina's probably upstairs listening, can probably atone to this. I go around the house singing some crazy songs at times that if I had a GoPro on me, I'd be banned from all social media for life. Atalanta on the attack now. Ball out left side. Surely we got to get Anfield agenda to 100k. Surely we have to do it. Ball in. It's headed. It's up in the air. Go behind harmlessly for a goal kick. We've now had the 90 minutes. We're just waiting for the additional time, of which there will be 5 minutes. Gary, never mind VAR. Never mind VAR, mate. Go over to that monitor, mate. Type in Travago and find me what the name of that hotel is. Never mind if it was a red card or not. Get the ref out of the way. Somebody plug the iPad in there. Get over to that monitor at the side of the pitch and find out what the name of that hotel was. Oh, Scooby-Doo is the name for Scott McTominay. Well, in which case, yes, he should definitely start. Oh, imagine going from the halftime chat about anxiety, all, from the heart, nearly in tears, to us all falling apart here over a hotel. This stream's had everything. Oh, madness. Except fucking subscribers, by the looks of it. Oh, God. The fun. I've enjoyed this one, though. Madrid on the counter now, right-hand side with Asensio. Man pouring his heart out at half time and then in stitches over shit. I say a shit hotel, nice hotel that I stayed in Liverpool. There you go. This is what you get on one of my watch-alongs, folks. Shave your head on the stream, seeing as how you're not really giving any updates on the goals. No, I'd end up cutting myself. Goal, no, saved. No, thought it was going to be a goal, but it was saved. I did actually come on and do one stream after I'd clocked my head off the press door that Sabrina left open in the bathroom that sliced my head wide open, and I came on with basically full on Nat Phillips. Oh God. I think I'm just broken at the minute, folks. It's been such a long day now. I've been streaming about nearly 7 hours. I've been in front of this computer. I think my brain's just given up. But again, I want to say a massive, sincere thank you to the folks at the One Football app for allowing us to do what we do here today, and we wouldn't be here without them. So please do download it from the link above that's pinned to the chat or in the description. Go over to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. But the One Football app is the best football app out there, bar none. And a great little accoutrement if you're sitting in a hotel room not figuring out what to do, and Pornhub's blocked from the Wi-Fi subscription. You can go on to the One Football app and you'll get all your football needs met. What hotel is the best Diet Coke? Don't start me on that, mate. The amount of hotels I've gone to and I've said, can I have a Diet Coke please? And they say, would a Pepsi Max do? And I honestly feel like throwing the waiter through the window when they ask me that. If I asked you for a Dom Perignon, mate, would you say would a fucking spritzer do? No. A Pepsi Max will certainly not do, sir. I want a Diet Coke. I'm also the type of fella that'll go into McDonald's and go, give us 2 double cheeseburgers, 12 nuggets, 2 apple pies and a Diet Coke. Oh, but don't say I'm alone in that. I know I'm not alone in that. No, I don't like Pepsi. I don't know, not at all. Madrid now, right hand side. Oh, ball pulled across. There's nobody there. It's at the far post. I don't know if there will be any highlights of this one. I honestly haven't got a clue. Connor takes care of all the highlights. Whenever this game's over, I'm going to turn the off button off on the computer and fall on the ground and flip into the fetal position for about an hour. I'm so tired. I've no idea is the honest answer. Yes, I like all fast foods, mate. Look at me. Do I look like a man who doesn't like fast foods? But pizza's the king, obviously. Right, we're into the final minute of additional time here. Real Madrid safely booking their place through to the last 8 of the Champions League with an emphatic 3-1 victory on the night, 4-1 victory on aggregate against Atalanta. And we'll be back tomorrow, as I said. I'll be doing a watch along of the Chelsea game against Atleti from 7:45 tomorrow here on Mundo Sporto. So I hope you hit that subscribe button. I hope you come over and join us tomorrow. I'm counting the seconds down because my brain's about to shut off at this point. Oh, imagine getting a hotel sponsor as well. We need a sponsor for Anfield Agenda, by the way. We need a new sponsor for next season. So yeah, somebody hit me up. Ball across now. Cruz just seen out the final few seconds. Referee has a look at his watch, puts the whistle to his lips. It is all over, and Real Madrid have safely advanced to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And the other game is finished 2-0 to Manchester City as well. So thank you to everyone for joining me for this one. It's been a mad one, to say the least. It's gone in every single direction, but appreciate you guys being with us. Take care, lots of love, and I'll see you tomorrow for the Chelsea Atletico game as well.